Hey folks, welcome back to the art gallery at the studios of WCLG. We are in the midst of our series of lectures on antitrust, real property, and bankruptcy, and we're going to finish up with a couple of lectures on bankruptcy. So first I'd like to, my technical director asked me to apologize to you guys for the shaking of the camera. Apparently it's going to take a trip to the store, maybe the iPhone store, to get the shaking out of that camera, so we apologize for that. But nevertheless, here we are. Anyway, this next couple of lectures is going to be on bankruptcy. Now, we're going to talk about bankruptcy in the terms of creditors and debtors. Creditors are the people who loan the money and the people to whom the money is owed. The debtor is the person who borrows the money and who owes the money. So when I talk about creditors, that's the people that have the money, and the debtors are the people that owe the money, okay? So we're going to say that. Now, there's two kinds of debt, and it's important to keep them apart. First is the secured kind. Secured debt, and then there's unsecured. Now, secured debt is where a thing secures the payment of the debt. Think of your mortgage, or your house, or your car payment. What happens if you don't pay your mortgage on your house? They foreclose. They come take it away from you. What happens if you don't pay your car payment? They repossess it. They take it away. So the secured debt is that something secures the debt, and if you don't pay, they take it away. Now, unsecured debt is just a promise to pay. Okay? The best example for that is a credit card debt, right? If you go buy something with your credit card, all you're doing is making a promise to pay. There's no thing that secures the right to this debt. They can't come take away something. Well, they'll take away your credit card if you don't pay it enough. But anyway, secured debt has things to secure the payment, like your house or your car. Unsecured debt is just a promise to pay the debt. All right? Now, there are several kinds of liens. Now, a lien is an obligation to pay that is enforceable by something. And what we have is we have several kinds of liens. We have a mechanic's lien. Many people have heard of this. Mechanic's lien secures the payment of goods and services and labor on construction. Goods, services, labor on construction, okay? And if you don't pay, and the contractor does the right series of steps, which are beyond this lecture, does the right series of steps, they can actually foreclose on your house. They can foreclose on your house to secure their mechanic's lien. Another thing is called an artisan's lien. This is, for example, a mechanic that works on your car. Strangely, it's not called a mechanic's lien. Or a jeweler who works on your rings. Or a watchmaker who works on your watch. They have a lien to secure payment for their work. But this is only for so long as item is in their possession. So the mechanic's lien doesn't have to have possession. An artisan's lien has to have possession. If you take your watch in and the watchmaker fixes it and gives it back to you, his lien is gone. If you take your watch in and he fixes it and he says, I'm not going to give it back to you until you pay me, he's got an artisan's lien. Once you pay him, you get it back. If you never pay him, he gets to keep it and then try to sell it, okay? Now, another kind of lien, which many people have and have heard of, is called a mortgage. What's a mortgage? A mortgage is a lien on your house. If you don't pay your mortgage, they're going to try to take your house away. How do they do that? The first thing they do is they give you a notice of default. That says you have not paid your mortgage. And in 90 days, we're going to start doing something, but you have 90 days to take care of it. And in 90 days, they're going to give you a notice of sale. Now, a notice of sale says you have not cured your default on your mortgage within the past 90 days, so we're going to sell your house. And they can sell your house 21 days after the notice of sale. And how do they sell it? They actually go down on the courthouse steps and have a guy or guy or girl, a guy that stands there and says, who wants to bid on this house? And they'll sell it right then and there. There's usually a group of 4 to 6 or 8 or 10 people standing around that are all come down to bid on houses and try to get a deal. But they'll sell your house on the courthouse steps, and you have to give them a certain amount of money down and the rest of the money within a few days. And then the mortgage company will give you a deed. They'll give you, the buyer, a deed to that house, and then the buyer has to take the burden of getting you out of your house. And what they do is that eviction that we talked about over in the real property case. Okay, so that's it for this lecture. We're going to talk about bankruptcies a few more times. So in a bit, I'll be back and talk to you about bankruptcy, some more about bankruptcy. Thank you.